on the live stream, Keyboard Cat Charlie Schmidt live stream here, weekdays, 10 a.m. Pacific time. Look at it. Look at it. That hair's a goner. Oh, it'll grow. That's what they tell me. Today's going to be an interesting hair day, too, because of a little exercise I got planned. Anna Neske Zinia says hi. Pancho Dev says hi. Pancho Dev, I said hi. Doggy Boss, hello. Hello from so many people. This is great. Pancho Dev. This is Key Cat. With these two pairs of glasses on, it's hard for me to read the feed. Clay Roblox says, hello, I'm a pianist for 5 years. That's good. Find your gift and give it away. That's the idea. IGA says I won't be really active. Are you in class or something at school? Don't get in trouble. How is the cat doing? Really good. I think he's outside right at the moment. I have these glasses because I think they look cool. These are just my regular seeing glasses, and these are sunglasses. I think I'll just keep them up there for right now. Look at that. 6 likes already. Yesterday we got over 2,000 views. 2,000 views. That's a record for this stream. And I want to thank you all for being so kind with your time. We did have a good time, though. Spending some quality time outside with the cat. Cat Lover 78 says it suits you. I got glasses and glasses. Doggy Boss says I finally got out of the hospital. Well, I'm glad you're out. I hope you're feeling good. And stick with us today as much as you can. We'll try and make you happy. That's what we do. Super Keyboard Cat, DJ Yan Lipavsky. Yan Lipavsky says, Super Keyboard Cat. And Pancho Dev says, yes. Frederick, say hi. Mortaza says, dude. Spanish, how do you know what it's QEPD? Because it means rest in peace in Spanish. Well, that's nice. Uh-oh, somebody's stuttering again. Somebody can't quit saying Frederick. Mortaza, it's me, sup? Yeah. Good to hear from you, Morty. Please give us a like, any of you out there who have a spare finger on your hand doing nothing, give us a like. And Clay Roblox says, I am from Argentina. IGA watches when they can. And yes, I have been to Argentina twice, to Buenos Aires, where I was on a TV show called, was it Marte Tresa or was it Ritmo de la Noche? One of those, I was on there doing my nose thing. That's a long flight from Washington State all the way to Buenos Aires. Long time. Mortaza, you just read my real name and it's okay. IGA says, nice hair. Look at that. There's still a few little pieces of really long hair in here. And I might just leave them, put a rubber band around them or something. Doggy Boss liked the last picture that I made, though. That was one of Juan Miro, I think. It's that style. Yeah, it was fun. Yes. Pancho D says, it's me, the guy that donated $4.99. Yeah, we appreciated that. That was nice. That was yesterday, if I'm not mistaken. You donated 3 times, totaling $4.99. That's newsworthy stuff right there. Doug Clark says, shave the beard. His son Ben told me to do that yesterday too. Can I do that? I don't know. I think I really look like a dork when I don't have a beard. I do anyway, but oh, Doug, I miss you so much. We've done so many creative adventures and traveling all over the world together for ridiculous things that we love and believe in, finding our gifts and giving them away. Doug and I used to be in a band together called the Trailer Park Girls, and there were no girls in the band. And Sam wants to know, can we have another Instrument Cats? I don't know about that, but I do know about this. I'm going to show a couple of clips here real quick, real darn quick. And then we have a continuation of Hair Day ready to go up in the studio, and I believe you're all going to like it. How old was I when I filmed Keyboard Cat? I must have been in my 40s. I haven't grown up. Okay, here we go. That was Bento. Bento in Outer Space. Now here's one called Keyboard Cat Makes Your Day, and it's got some fancy footwork in it. The cat could dance. Yeah, there's a quickie, a little more footage, and then upstairs. Here's the clock. We never did make the clock, but I know it would be, well, I made one and I gave it to Ben. Well, Doug Clark says he'd donate $20 now if I shave my beard. And I am pretty venal, which means I like the money. Let's see what happens. Let's just watch. Here's one more clip, and then this is about the moon, Keyboard Cat playing off the moon. That was Bento jumping around like nobody's business. There's my head again. It still surprises me when I am in the bathroom and I go to like wash up or something and I look in the mirror and there's this head with no hair on it. And it surprises me because usually there was a big dark thing up here, compositionally speaking. And now there's nothing but just a bald tube. Well, you guys are asking some good technical questions. Some of you want to be making your own memes, and that's good. How do you record the cat playing piano? Well, you get a camera, you get a cat, you get a piano, and you hope for the best, expect a miracle, roll video, and says action. And you might get it. You'll get something. You'll get that video of you trying to do that and saying action and the cat not doing much, which is a pretty good thing. I would post that. I would like to see that. In fact, I'm kind of doing that because this, our current 4.0 guy, Presley, he's not really. Now I see some of those long hairs. Yeah, they're in there. There's one. I have no depth perception. There I had it. I could almost pull it out. No. So I'm thinking one last shot of coffee. And then we should find the cat. Let's find the cat and give him a little treat and then go upstairs and do this art performance thing. This is performance art we're going to do now today. Upstairs. And now we're going to go outside because he is not in here anywhere. Kitty, kitty. He might be hiding under that bush again, in which case. Kitty, kitty, kitty. There's the bush, but no cat. There's the food, but no cat. I guess I might as well go out here and try taking a look. This is one of his favorite. Yeah, he's in there. You get out here. You get out here. I think I'll get the plate of food, rattle it around on the little sidewalk in front of his bush, and maybe he'll come out. I'm not so sure if I'm for climbing around down there like I did yesterday. I got dirt and lawn clippings all over my body. He had some too, but he just licks his off. I can't do that. Here, come on. Come on. Well, can you see him in there? Look at him, he's just hiding. Smarty pants. Say hello and action. Okay, turn and look to me. Good boy. Good boy. Come on out. Good boy. Come on. Let's give him a treat right where he's at. I think he deserves it. Oh, he got up. Okay, get up. Now sniff the food. And then start eating the kibbles. Not the catnip, just the kibbles. Good boy. See if you can make that crunch sound. More crunch. Well, thanks for trying. Well, at least he's in there. I got some footage yesterday that I'm going to post on my regular YouTube, either as a clip or as a short, of him kind of hanging around the keyboard and in his blue shirt and almost seeming like, gosh, with a little bit of a miracle and a push from an asteroid, it could be so good. He has no idea that there are people all over the planet watching him now. He is the real. Yeah, he is the real. There he is. He's starting to get into hybrid territory there where there's catnip mixed in with the nutritional source. Doug, are you still there? Yes, we're all happy this cat is alive. We're happy we're alive. We'll be happy forever. Just grab your happy vibe. Is that it? Okay, turn away from the food, sit down, and ignore us like you just really don't care. Like this is Keeping Up with Keyboard Cat or the Real House Cats of Spokane. Something like that. Well, that's it. Lick your lips. Okay, good boy. All right, we're going to go in and do this thing with the hair. I think this might be a good bit for this live stream. Doug Clark says this is the greatest show. Now, coming from him, this guy knows where his Cheerios come from. He does. And so does his son. They're a couple of genius boys who have salvaged me and my career from the depths of advertising, the advertising hellhole. Doug likes to say hellhole. Doug used to write for the Spokesman Review newspaper here, and he was the backbone of the newspaper for like 30 or 40 years. And I was lucky enough to meet him, and we collaborated on stuff, and he wrote like 10 or 12 or even more articles, usually with photographs, about me and some of my shenanigans. I'm not sure. Where is he? Keyboard Cat Coca-Cola painting. How old is your cat? They told me last night he's 4. A girl who paints says, man, your studio. On it. On it. Here. Let's do this. Now this is going to be, I'm going to get my sunglasses for this. This room's kind of interesting when the room lights are off and then just there's other, oh, we better get a quick shot of this guy. Little man. Little woman. Fatso. What's up, Poncho? A girl who paints. You gotta like that. Well, listen, girl who paints, make sure that you subscribe. Give us a like and subscribe to this channel and get us to notify you. Get your notification button going there, and we'll let you know when we're going to do something. So, I was going to get my sunglasses, and I got sidetracked by playing the song. These things happen. Here's my sunglasses. If I decide to put them on during this next little performance segment. Sure, says girl who paints. I am a boy who paints. Go to charlieschmidt.com. charlieschmidt.com will show you a lot of paintings. Because primarily I'm a painter. I went to art school in Japan and I painted and I still paint. And here's my painting studio. It's upstairs and there's a mess. And here are stacks and stacks of paintings and they're everywhere. And the floor has become a painting. So here's what's on the set for today. I have put up a keyboard cap painting as our backdrop. And I have these boxes that say on them, wigs. And Doug, you're gonna like this. Well, yeah, I give classes in person here, but you'd have to live in Eastern Washington. But also, in some ways, these videos, these streams are kind of classes in a way. Oh, geez. There we go. So now, here I am. That would work. But I'm gonna zoom in a little. How about that? Yeah. And so then, what I'm gonna do with this opportunity is just put on different wigs and see if anybody likes them. This is wig number 1. So if we're voting, you would write down a 1 now, because this is wig 1. Wig 1, which sounds like wigwam. And it's kind of a, a SoCal thing. Okay, there's that one. Here's a similar style, only dark, with this hangy down in the front. Doug, I hope you're there. To a large degree, this is for you. We need something else, a hangy down blonde wig. Yeah. And so far, that's my favorite. Is that like a mullet? Doug and I were gonna do a newspaper called the Spokane Mullet. Doggy Boss says I look like a 90s person, but in a good way. Well, we're not eating avocado toast yet, but some of these partials could be good. This is like a heavy duty rock and roll crazy boy wig. I'm Rasta. I'm keyboard Rasta. Is this working for anybody? Sure. Charlie Ross, you don't mean... I have a wig that makes me into Bob Ross. Check this out. I gotta walk over here. Here's my Bob Ross wig. Exactly. Poncho, you're learning the ropes. Mullet rocks. I knew Doug would like that mullet. He's sort of stuck in the 70s in a good way. Look at this. This is a lot like something else we did. This is actually believable. I think I'm gonna go drive around like this, or just, I think I'll go to the grocery store where I usually go to and just don't say anything, but just show up like this. And blue on the beard, was that Ben saying that? I'm getting mixed up over here. Look at this. Oh man, this will be good with my beard. And there's those who say I should shave it. This is rock and roll. I could go on stage at pretty much any show, maybe with some things hanging on my belt, and they would think I was a roadie or that I'm in the band. Because I am in the band. Is anybody watching? That's kind of a... Well, the wigs might not be that popular. They just might not be. I sure have a lot of them. Doug, that isn't bad. That looks like I work down at, like, the convenience store. May I help you? The Twinkie and the Ding Dong, it's over here. Let's do something here. Well, here's a little blue one, but this isn't gonna fit on my big head. That's kind of good. I look like my mom. Hold on. Hi, Mom. Look at this. This is a quality wig. It comes in its own custom wig box. I kind of look like the girl in Fanagram. I'm sorry. Right back in the box with that bad boy. I'll bet that cost over $20. Not that. Maybe this. This is kind of not just over the top. This is something I probably could wear to the store and get away with it. It's not that good. I don't speak Spanish, but my mom did. Who's important question? Charlie Anderson. What's up, man? So good to see you, Charlie. This is like a little Andy Warhol wig. It looks pretty good. I should wear this and apply for a job like at Walmart or something. So I think, you know, I got my eye on being a manager. And there's nothing wrong with that. That's what I would be doing if I was there. You know who this is, Joey Ramone. Ramones, go Ramones. Now here's something that's kind of new for this episode, kind of a red wig. What's your fantasy? Here's kind of a fro, a natural. We used to call these hairdos on the Brothers back in the day. Natural. That looks good. ZZ Top. Now it's ZZ Top. Yeah, I should. Where am I gonna? Well, I gotta cue that up for another episode, because I don't have it available here now. Not given my skill level and so forth. There's this. This is pretty happening. There's that one band that they look like this. I can't remember the name of them though. Any of these would be good at the grocery store, let's face it. Well, that looks like it did yesterday before I cut it. This is the original. This is before. Yeah, Charlie Anderson says this is like my natural hair. Of course. So I could put that back on if I get tired of having a chrome dome. I could never untangle this thing. Oh, it's a, look at that. That's called the receder. That's living with the receding hairline. I'm kind of transitioning into having all bald. Yeah, I have to, whoa, I broke that one. Well, all right, I think 33 minutes into this broadcast. Yeah, man. Give us a like and don't forget, subscribe to this channel if you haven't already. And if you think it will help, shave your head. It will grow back.